guys, Monique Santamaro here, telling you about a 5-star read that I absolutely love. This is Finding Tessa by Jaime Lynn Hendricks, and I was obsessed reading this book. It was one that I actually slowed down and savored. I didn't want it to finish. This was recommended to me by my friend Anita. She runs a great online book club, Psychological Thriller Sip and Chat, and she even set up an author interview for us to speak with this author. It was amazing. She was so humble, engaging, fun. It was a pleasure to speak with her. I could not believe this was her debut book and she's a debut author. It was absolutely amazing. So it's told from the viewpoint of two narrators. You have Jace, the husband, who comes home and sees blood and glass everywhere, doesn't know where his wife is at. And so you see that he doesn't know. But as you start to get to hear his story, you wonder how much he might know. And everybody else in the community basically points the finger to him. Then when one of his coworkers goes missing that he had an affair with, it's not looking really good for him. Then you get to meet Tessa. You learn that Tessa had really bad relationships before being with Jace, and so you presume she's just leaving another relationship. You start to learn her story and the really interesting people she meets. As you go back and forth between the two, nothing is as it seems. This is a domestic thriller like no other. A lot of domestic thrillers, I can usually predict the ending, which I don't always mind because I still enjoy the ride. But this one I did not. And the thing that I like about the way she put in her plot twist at the end is they were not just not predictable, but they made sense. So then when you looked back at the rest of the story, you saw the foreshadowing, you saw the hints being dropped. So it wasn't just like throwing in the most salacious thing you could in the last 10 or 20 pages, which I feel like this genre is doing a lot lately. I'm not a fan of it because you're reading this whole story and then this crazy twist, which I love the crazy twist, but it has to make sense, right? So Finding Tessa by Jaime Lynn Hendricks, I strongly suggest it, and I'm so excited. I just found out she's coming out with her next book in May 2022. And if you go to her author page, she puts kind of her layout for the characters in the book and what they're going to be going through and their biggest issues and problems. And it looks just as good. I am so excited. She reminds me why it's hard to find a new author that only wrote one book, because I'm like, let's go. Where's the rest? So definitely check out Finding Tessa by Jaime Lynn Hendricks. It's a domestic thriller and you will love it. I promise. Tell me what you think.